only 12 years old, and she completely ruined my wedding rehearsal dinner in under 2 minutes. Picture this. We're at this gorgeous, dimly lit restaurant, everyone's drinking champagne, and suddenly my little sister stands up with her laptop. She looks the room dead in the eye and goes, "Before everyone celebrates, I think you all need to see how much this wedding actually costs." Then she flipped the screen around to show a massive, color-coded spreadsheet, and 3 of my bridesmaids instantly started sobbing. Looking back, the warning signs were literally staring me in the face. It started when my maid of honor stopped replying to my texts. Not completely, just it felt different. I'd send a TikTok of a floral arrangement, and a text that used to take 5 minutes to answer suddenly took 2 days. When she finally did reply, my screen would just light up with a single cold word, busy. But I was so deep in my own wedding brain that I just brushed it off as wedding stress. Because honestly, the wedding had become my entire personality. I wanted perfection, custom silk-pressed invitations, a 5-day destination bachelorette trip in Cabo, matching $400 Jimmy Choo dupes, identical jewelry, identical hotel suites. I mean, I went full bridezilla. And the worst part? My bridesmaids never complained to my face, not once. So cut to the rehearsal dinner. My palms were sweaty from nervousness, the room smelled like expensive truffle fries, and I thought we were in the clear. Just family, good food, a few toasts. Then, my little sister, Emma, stands up. She's 12, clumsy, full metal braces, oversized blazer. I thought she was just being cute and wanted attention. Everyone giggled as she walked over to the venue's projector and plugged her laptop in. Then, the room went dead silent. A massive spreadsheet flashed onto the wall. Across the top, in bold, ugly red letters, it said, "Wedding costs paid by bridesmaids." My stomach completely dropped. It felt like a block of ice slid down my throat. Emma looked right at me, her face totally blank, and clicked the first tab. It was my maid of honor. Flight, $620. Dress, $480. Shoes, $150. Hair, makeup, Airbnb, bridal shower gifts. The total at the bottom, $3,870. Someone across the room let out this awkward, choked up laugh. Emma didn't even blink. She clicked the next tab. Second bridesmaid, $3,100. Third, $4,200. Fourth, $3,600. I could feel my face burning. I hissed, "Emma, sit down right now." She completely ignored me. She clicked the final tab. The grand total for all my bridesmaids combined, $19,843. My fiancé was just staring at the screen, blinking, totally confused. My bridesmaids looked like they wanted the floor to swallow them whole, but Emma wasn't done. She reached into her bag and pulled out printed screenshots of my own text messages. She started reading them out loud in this flat, robotic voice. Messages where I'd text them, "If you actually cared about my happiness, you'd make the budget work." Or, "Every other bridesmaid already transferred the money." And the absolute worst one, "Come on, it's my special year, not day, year." The exact second Emma read that line, my maid of honor covered her face with her hands and just started shaking. She'd heard that exact guilt trip from me more than anyone. I was furious. I felt so betrayed and humiliated, ready to scream at my sister. But then, Emma looked at me and said something that completely shut my mouth. She whispered, "You know why I made this, right?" Nobody breathed. "Because I found Mom crying in the kitchen after she helped you pay for the flowers. I heard her telling Dad they couldn't afford their mortgage this month because of it. And you still texted her the next morning, asking for more." The entire room froze. I looked over at my parents. My mom was staring down at her plate, biting her lip, refusing to meet my eyes. My dad was just staring at the tablecloth. For the first time in 12 months, the fog cleared. I didn't see a beautiful bride in the mirror anymore. I saw a parasite. The wedding still happened. Nobody made a scene, nobody walked out, but the vibe was totally broken. 3 of my bridesmaids skipped out on the paid honeymoon excursions we had planned together. And honestly, I didn't even blame them. I spent the whole trip crying in my hotel room. The weirdest part of it all, Emma wasn't trying to ruin my life. She was trying to save my relationships before I completely destroyed them. And honestly, she did. That spreadsheet still exists. Every once in a while, say, someone drops the file link into our family group chat as a joke during Thanksgiving or Christmas. And every single time, nobody laughs harder at it than me because, unfortunately, every single cent on that screen was the absolute truth.